long as we're on the subject of Donald Trump's assault on our governance, our governing norms in this country, here is Roger Stone, one of Donald Trump's top aides, unofficial aides, right? Advisors, I guess you would call them, on the Steve Malzberg America Talks Live show. I almost feel like we should create a logo for his show. That is... Kelly, can we put that on the list of things to do? Send Steve Malzberg a better logo for his...
I don't know what's happening to the eastern part of the country there.
The eastern part of the country is fading away.
Everything's going wrong here.
First of all, would you tell him not to wear blue, too, with that backdrop?
I would tell him not to wear any of the stuff he's wearing.
I sort of feel like...
I want him to wear something, definitely. But not any of those particular things. Maybe that blazer could be saved, and it looks like his eyebrow game is pretty all right, and everything else has to go.
I only ask Kelly because I get instructions about what shirt not to wear on camera. So but I would also say, like, for me, I think what this guy should do, just full on radio. You don't need a camera in there. I don't know if they're monetizing it that much, but I would not bring the camera in if I was.
It's not because he's ugly or something. It's just because what's happening with this whole...
They just can't get it right. They just got to do something different. All right, but here is Steve Malzberg with Roger Stone. And just play this clip about this is about ostensibly about the recount, but about presidential powers. And this is stuff that this also was a source of some controversy at Thanksgiving.
When I raised the question about whether the election could be stolen, whether the computerized machines could be trusted, particularly in the state of Wisconsin, by the way, at the time, I was excoriated by the mainstream media. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. They crucified Donald Trump because he wouldn't say unilaterally he would support the winner of the election until he knew whether there had been fraud and inappropriate, voter manipulation. So now the shoe is suddenly on the other foot. Now, suddenly Jill Stein, who couldn't raise 2 cents, is now raised, $5.5 or $7 million. We have to presume that this is Soros money or otherwise Hillary money. And now Hillary, I think, increases her chances of prosecution by acting this way.
So you think Donald Trump is going to change his mind now?
All right, listen to that. So you think Donald Trump is going to change his mind? First off, let me make something clear. That, I had someone tell me, Trump backed off that thing with Hillary. He said he wasn't going to prosecute her. Here's the thing about the presidency and prosecutions. The president, it is just as offensive that the president would say, I think I'm going to decide not to prosecute Hillary Clinton, as to decide to prosecute Hillary Clinton. The president doesn't have that authority. The president, broadly speaking, can say, this class of offenses is not a high priority and provide some type of broad stroke prosecutorial discretion. But to single out an individual and say, I'm going to prosecute them or that I'm not going to prosecute them, both of those claims, both of those assertions are offensive and anathema to the way that we have our government. The president doesn't get to choose whether or not we're going to prosecute an individual or whether we're not going to prosecute an individual. He could pardon her for a crime that's not clear has been committed, but he doesn't get to direct the attorney general to do anything. So the idea that Stone is going out there and saying well, yeah, Jill Stein and her cabal keep up this questioning of the vote, maybe somebody gets prosecuted. Just even the fact that that's said is reprehensible. This is where we're heading. The norms are just getting blown out. blown out. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.